What's up, guys? Charles Mabe here, and I'm back to talk about dreadlocks. Today we're going to talk about the 3 different ways to start dreadlocks. There's really only 2 real methods, but there's a third that some people throw in there for some reason, but we'll talk about it. So anyway, number 1, neglect method. Neglect method is where you really don't do anything with your dreads at all. You kind of twist them around occasionally and you play with them and you hope that maybe you wash them, maybe you don't. You hope they kind of start dreading on their own and just forming naturally. This is by far, in my opinion, the worst way to start dreadlocks. It's also by far the messiest way to start dreadlocks, in my opinion. So basically I don't recommend that, and that's not really worth talking about because it's not that great of a method. Number 2 is the rip and twist or twist and rip method. You literally just take your hair and you start twisting it up and you pull, and you twist it up and you pull, and you twist and you pull. In my opinion, it's not the best way to start dreadlocks, but that's just me. I feel like with the twist and rip, or rip and twist, whichever you prefer, method, I feel that you're not getting the dread as tight as it could be right off the bat. You're not forming a nice, tight, solid dread right off the bat, and you're not really getting closest to the root right off the bat as well as you could. It's a method that seems like a lot of people seem to do for some reason, and I think a lot of people maybe don't know the best way to go about doing the next method, so I'll explain that to you a little bit. But yeah, rip and twist, or twist and rip, it's not as clean or as tight as I would prefer. So if that's what you're going for, if you're going with the kind of like hippie-ish, loose kind of dreads, then I say go for that method. That's cool. Why not? It's your hair. Do what you want. Not for me. Number 3. The third way is backcombing. There it is. Backcombing. That's how I started my dreadlocks. And basically backcombing is you take a comb from a pet store. It should be from a pet store or from online or wherever, but it's a flea comb basically, because flea combs are hard plastic and they have little metal teeth. So basically that helps pull the dread down harder and tighter. If you use a plastic comb, however, you will notice that all the teeth break off into your hair as you're trying to pull it down, and also the comb's going to be bending quite a bit, and it's not going to be as tight as you would like it to be. So start off, number 1, with a flea comb. Amazon, wherever, Petco, it doesn't really matter. Just get a flea comb. So you take the flea comb and you basically hold your hair up. You can section it off ahead of time if you'd like, or you can just go at random and have whatever kind of dreads you want. But basically you take the hair and you take the flea comb and you put it in and you pull down and you pull down. Basically you're teasing the hair. You're pulling it down, pulling it down, pulling it down until you form a really nice kind of knot at the end of the dread towards the root. And you pull down more and more and more, and then even towards the end, once you have the dread almost fully formed, you can put the teeth back in there somewhere along the way and pull down, and you can actually tighten it down a little bit more and more and more. Now, of course, if your dreads are super tight, they may stand up a little bit right off the bat, but they're going to loosen up after you wash them, or they're going to loosen up as they start to grow out a little bit, and they're going to lay down. So it's not that big of a deal. Those are really only the 3 kind of real methods on starting dreadlocks that I know of, at least. Neglect, throw it out the window. It's just not worth it. Twist and rip, rip and twist. Not for me. Not for me. I wanted, when I just started my dreads, I wanted clean, tight dreads like this. I mean, like, my dreads aren't that thick, and they're not that messy though either. But I've had my dreads for like 17 years, almost going on 18 soon. Woo. But yeah, and like, it worked out well. And the backcombing method was the best method I found for me personally. So those 3 types of ways to do dreadlocks, or to start dreadlocks, because a lot of people ask, like, how do you start them? Because there's a lot of misinformation out there, and believe me, the next couple of videos I'm going to talk about some misinformation, because occasionally I'll follow these like groups and whatnot, or like I'll watch the videos and I'm just like, oh my god, no, that's not true, but they're just telling it as fact, but it's not, it's an opinion. So yeah, you can follow me on Instagram, Charles Mabe. You can find me on Facebook, Charles Mabe. You can message me at charlesmabe@gmail.com if you have any questions, or any of the other options, I guess. Thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing. I'm back with more videos, and I will get back to you shortly. Alright, bye.